Hey everyone, it's Tim with Collect Jurassic, back with another news video going over the newly revealed dual attack assortment that was just spotted in a Vegas Walmart by Tyranno Koenigsegg. Hope I'm saying that right. But he was nice enough to share this photo of the two figures he saw on the shelf that are all new to us. This is not something we had seen before. It is something that I think a lot of people who follow news closely were expecting due to some leaks here and there. But yes, new figures for Allosaurus and Nasutoceratops. All new mold on the Nasutoceratops, and the Allosaurus looks to be a little bit different than the first Allosaurus released by Mattel for Jurassic World. So yeah, these new two figures are being spotted along with the already revealed repainted Concavenator, but for the sake of this video, we're really going to be focusing on these two because, as you can see, they do look a little special. There's some interesting things going on in the packaging I want to talk about. So I think we can just start there before we even talk about the figures, which I will get to. So yeah, let's look at this Allosaurus packaging for this new Dino Rivals Action Attack figure. Now, obviously, we have the Dino Rivals branding, we have the new branding, but what's very interesting about this packaging is the color. As you can see, they've injected an all-new color, which really makes these two figures stand out a lot from the shelf assortment. Why they would add a new color in this kind of Dino Rivals campaign is definitely interesting, and I think it must mean that these particular figures are sort of on their own little island. They're some own little sub theme, and that sub thing would be what we can read elsewhere on the package, which we'll get to next. But definitely worth noting that even in the case these come in with the Concavenator, they have different packaging from that figure. So these two really are, meant for something different. They're on their own aside from the regular Dino Rivals line. And why I think that is this other, this other graphic you can see on the package itself, which is as seen in Battle at Big Rock. Battle at Big Rock is the is whatever these figures or toys are from. It would lead you to believe with the coloring and the inclusion of this crest. But what exactly is Battle at Big Rock? I think that's the question everyone's wondering. Again, rumors would suggest it's some kind of short, whether it's a animated short or something that's coming to Netflix, something that's coming to movie theaters, or something that's coming to TV. In any case, it's something that's going to be that these dinosaurs are going to be in, whatever it is. And we will have to find out more soon about what actually Battle at Big Rock is. But definitely very exciting, awesome new Jurassic World thing on the way that we can't wait to hear more about. So next we can actually get to the toys themselves. I'm borrowing these photos from the amazing Mr. Classic Jurassic. If you're not following them on following them on Instagram, definitely do so. I do believe they've popped up a few different other places too, especially on YouTube. I think they unbox these toys on their YouTube, so borrowing their photos for this video because they took some really nice photos of the Allosaurus and the Nasutoceratops out of the package. As you can see here, we'll get the first shot that they took of the Allosaurus in package. Again, you can see this different color packaging, but the Allosaurus figure itself, let's talk about the figure right now. It's definitely got an interesting paint scheme. I wouldn't say these colors really blend too well whatsoever. It's an interesting choice to be sure, but the colors are interesting, and I think here we're seeing the figure has the dual attack, which it looks like it has jaws that shut, arms that kind of slash, but yeah, the figure, it looks like a Jurassic Allosaurus, and it looks like a Jurassic World Allosaurus if we were to put it next to the figure. But sculpt aside, I just think the paint details it's a little interesting, I guess. And it takes me a little bit getting used to because the Allosaurus figures we already have has such a different paint job. But I do like this base sculpt, and maybe the paint job will be something I learn to love. But you got nice sharp teeth, eyes, painted tongue. Again, the details there. The paint scheme is just a little bit tougher to swallow. But yeah, nice to see another version of this carnivore, and who knows, maybe we'll see future repaints as well. This next one is Nasutoceratops, all new species for the Jurassic line. Mattel's great at giving us all new species, and the Nasutoceratops doesn't disappoint. Ceratopsian, so it does look similar to the Triceratops, but obviously it's a different species. The dual attack would be the swinging tail and the butting head. But I really like this figure. I really like the sculpt on it. It reminds me a lot of the 2013 Hasbro Dino Showdown Pachyrhinosaurus. It just has that bulk to it that makes it feel like a huge animal. And I'd like to see some comparison photos of this one next to some human figures because it just looks like a big, imposing animal. The color scheme here, again, is definitely interesting, but I definitely want to see it in person. It just is a little blotchy. It's a little random, but again, seeing it in person, I'm sure it'll be another great figure. Just glad to get an all-new species, honestly, and an all-new herbivore. But yeah, these two figures are definitely the hottest news right now for Jurassic World toy collecting, so we're happy to cover them here on YouTube. If you would like to find out more about other Jurassic World toys or more about these items, please head to collectjurassic.com. And as always, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Again, I'm Tim with Collect Jurassic, and thanks for joining me today.